Hello everyone, my name is Lauren Jones and I'm doing a film review for The Times of Harvey Milk, 1978, directed by Robert Epstein. Before I get into the details of the movie, let me just start by saying that this was one of the most moving pieces I've ever seen. I was brought to tears on more than one occasion. I believe it is a film that is both for its time as it fits nicely into our discussion about the 1970s power to the people movement, and it is still just as powerful today as we are now seeing so many changes in the legal world that relate to gay marriage, gay equality, and the Don't Ask, Don't Tell military law. It was very difficult to describe the movie in 2 minutes because there's a lot that I want to say about it. I really loved it. But I'll do my best, and I would really recommend that you watch it. To summarize the plot, I can tell you that it takes place in the Castro district of San Francisco in the 1970s and embodies the lifelong story and achievements of Harvey Bernard Milk, a supervisor for the district and a national propagator for human rights for everyone. He was a gay public figure who, for his entire life, believed that everyone, regardless of your skin color, your sexual orientation, or your social class, was entitled to the most basic of human rights, this being fair treatment by others and authorities. The climax of the film is when another district supervisor, Dan White, on a murderous rampage, goes into City Hall, shoots the mayor of San Francisco for what he says not appointing him as District 8 supervisor, then goes into Milk's office and shoots him 5 times. The aftermath of the movie, which I find to be very symbolic, is White's trial and the rage of all those who seek to avenge Harvey Milk's death. You see images of mobs burning police cars, fighting police officers, wreaking havoc in the streets, and completely wreaking havoc on City Hall and other government buildings. After the smoke has cleared, at the end of the film, you hear Milk talk about the need for hope to create change in the world. During his voiceover, you see happy images of his life. You know, there's a feeling of celebration, celebrating this man's life and everything that he did and everything that he stood for. And I feel that Epstein really wanted to do 2 things in this film. First, he wanted to show a mass issue of human rights in the campaign against gay discrimination. Second, he wanted to create a film that celebrated Harvey Milk's life and showed this very brave soul whose commitment to make the world a better place changed so many individual lives and the political world immensely. I would relate this film to Barbara Koppel's Harlan County, USA 1976 film, where she follows the miners' strike in Kentucky. It has a similar feel to being to making the viewer feel like they're part of the movement by observing it. Epstein's use of visuals, his choice of interviewees, people that are very close to Harvey Milk or were very close to him, and his compilation method of using pictures, voiceovers, music, comedic relief, and newsreel clips really brings the story as well as the international influence of Harvey Milk to life. You as the viewer really do feel a connection to this man by the end of the film. I believe this was really Epstein's primary motivation, to make us feel as if we all have an intimate relationship to Milk, or at least a personal connection to the people in the movie who love him. Epstein's compilation method, his ability to tap into human emotions as we, the viewers, are forced to engage in the story, as well as his live and investigative reportage, speak both for the director's personal style as well as his own belief system. As we have read in Maclean's chapter 13 and 14, and what we've kind of focused on this week with the 1970s, we know Epstein to be a strong advocate for love and equal treatment for all human beings, and he is a really strong advocate for the idea that we can all learn to love each other. This documentary is extremely reflexive of Epstein's hope for a better future. The story is so powerful and so symbolic of how one man may make such a vast difference in the world, and I think that Epstein used Harvey Milk to speak his own opinion and use his own voice, and I think he did a beautiful job with it. Thank you guys. I really enjoyed the movie, and I hope you do too.